Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. Just about halfway through the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Ravens and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Ravens head coach, his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Cowboys will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Now the Ravens offense will go on the attack first. And here comes the guy that'll be running the show. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
The run inside. It's Cook. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Cowboys offense will now get its first chance with the football. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's the pressure. And they got it.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Gets it out of the air for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Ravens have the football, and here comes their offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. They'll run the screen. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the 1st down.
On the move, it's Cook. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing it.
Makes the catch, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. A great catch and run for 6.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll. It comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ravens.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Number 35, set to advance on the football.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Running inside, it's Hawkins. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. And the Cowboys go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Leaves it with the back. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick six here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick six rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. He's got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory, because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
They punt it away on 4th down. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens have the football, and here comes their offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Off play action on 1st down. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
And he's wrestled to the ground. And it's the Ravens who are in the hurry-up. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And it's the Ravens are marching down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Cook. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And it's the Ravens have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Might as well stick with him. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Man, this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cook. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ravens! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Fires complete on the crosser. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, new head coach Eric Morris essentially brought his entire team from North Texas up here to Stillwater, Oklahoma, and it's a pretty good-looking team, David. When you take a look at the roster, and you don't have to look too much further than their quarterback, Drew Mestamaker. Absolutely lit up college football a year ago. He's got so much talent. He's got size. He's deadly accurate. I don't think anybody doubts this offense is going to be electrifying right out of the gate.
And nobody doubts this offense, but Drew Mestamaker was doubted his whole life. That dude did not start one high school football game. Not a single one. To do what he did at North Texas and now to come to the Cowboys and lead a new squad with Eric Morris, I look forward to big things happening for Oklahoma State because they brought a lot of talent with the running back spot, with the receiver spot. This should be an offense that's carbon copied and ready to go.
Firing to the right, complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Ravens have the football, and here comes their offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. The way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
In the red area, it's Hawkins. There's a crease. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is...
Big guy tries to barrel in, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point was good. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Ravens have the football, and here comes their offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This defense has kept him backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Going for the marker on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You cannot make a bigger statement on offense than your head coach deciding to go for it on 4th down, deep in your own end, early in the game, and they get it somehow running the football. Wow.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And it's the Ravens are rolling down the field. The run inside. It's Cook. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets the 1st down. Oh, he's got some space. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Here's 1st and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Ravens! And they take it in for 6 more points.
with the carry.
That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Number 35, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity.
Makes a grab down the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Motion from the wideout. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Complete, left side, Coleman. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. That's reeled in. It's Green. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. That last connection left him a little short of the first down, but in perfect spot to attack on second. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. The offense fortunate to still have the ball, but also facing a big third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Flips it out in the flat. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And it's the Ravens want to pick up the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Looking to fire. Now improvising. He's going to take off. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the number 8 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's USC getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. And talk about a great start to the season. This team is now 6-0 with big aspirations. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. We shift our attention back to our game here in Boone, and these 2 defensive game plans have been shredded a long time ago. Feels like it's just hang on and hope for a tip or overthrow or maybe a fumble from these QBs. Elite passers and dynamic rushers. Used to be you had to stop one or the other. Here in this second half, the challenge will again be twofold. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Boone Pickens Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Oklahoma State's head coach told me at the half their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. Takes the easy complete. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Defender got caught, little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Cowboys come to the line in the hurry up.
And man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots. Shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Jones. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, he drops to throw. Plucks it out of the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get in an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Keep it on the ground. Hard-hitting tackle.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And it's the Ravens come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass. Everybody's playing pass. But he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays. And that's why they've built the lead here today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The corners are walked up tight. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
They'll move the tight end. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Looking long. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Gets the return down to the 25-yard line, and a big turnover caused by this defense. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Jones. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs, and now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Grabbed behind the line, it's Coleman. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
That's caught. It's Green. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bond. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
A loss of 11 on the play. Offense facing 4th down.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Field goal unit is not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Knocked down at the 5 after making the interception and taking it the other way. The Ravens have the football, and here comes their offense onto the field. And that interception might well be takes it the other way. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. They'll give it to him again. Finding some room. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Bring in the heat. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires on the run. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Right on the money. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Lofts one high and deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And it's the Ravens want to move quickly.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And it's the Ravens, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go. The defense coming up with a...
There's some room. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5. Timeout taken now by Oklahoma State. That's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Right down the middle. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. Got him in the open. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Touchdown, Ravens! The defense takes matters into its own hands. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Page. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Under fire. And he never had a chance. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Cowboys want to crank the tempo.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And he's just going to spike it.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got it. Smashes ahead. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
To stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Touchdown, Cowboys! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This